Well, hi, y'all. Today is June 16th, and here is Tuesday's Truth and a Tune for you. I hope it helps your day. Colossians 4:5. Walk in wisdom toward outsiders, making the best use of your time. As believers, when it comes to our encounters and evangelistic efforts with the unbelieving world, what is the best use of our time? Only God knows how many minutes each of us has left on this earth. And Ephesians 5:16 urges us to make the best use of the time because the days are evil. Our mission in these evil days, then, is to share the gospel to a lost and dying world, fulfilling God's purpose. Recently, in a sincere effort to make things better in our world when it comes to justice, peace, harmony, and race relations, many have chosen to participate in peaceful protests and demonstrations of support and unity. Now, we're not talking here about those who choose to loot and riot and do harm to others. There is nothing inherently wrong with those peaceful protests. Ecclesiastes 3 says, "For everything there is a season." The question for your consideration as a believer would be, is that the best use of my time? All I can do is give you my approach to that question. As a believer, when I consider what to do to make the most impact or appropriate statement, and above all else, honor God and fulfill the Great Commission, I find myself asking the question, what will my one voice amongst the hundreds or thousands of others do to bring about any sort of social change, reconciliation, or solution to the tension and unrest either now or in the future, compared to what God can do when He changes a heart, which in turn changes the actions of others? In all honesty, I don't know what my one voice or participation in a social movement or protest can or might do. I suspect very little. I do know, though, if I choose to lend my voice to a movement, I would first become fully aware of everything for which that movement stands. I also know with all certainty what God can do for those who are lost, those inside a movement and out. Scripture tells me that He can and will regenerate them as they are dead in their sin and trespass, redeem them, justify them, sanctify them, forgive them, cleanse them, reconcile them back to Him, seal them, and promise to deliver them to eternity. Ephesians 2:14 says, "For He Himself is our peace, who made both groups into one and broke down the barrier of the dividing wall." To me, there is no better use of my time than sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ with those who desperately need it. Now you might ask, well, can't you do both? Align myself or show support for a movement and also share the gospel? Well, sure I can, if God gives me the time. James 4 says, "You do not know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? For you are a mist that appears for a little time and then vanishes." I don't know when my time to vanish from this earth will be, and neither do you. I have today, right now, and a limited time to choose how I'll spend it. For me, walking in wisdom and making the best use of the time, as Colossians says, is sharing the gospel one day at a time.
I'm only human. I'm just a man. Help me to see what I should be and all that I am. Show me the stairway I have to climb. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Help me today to do everything that I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. a time. Do you remember when you walked among men? Well, Jesus, you know, down here below, it's worse now than then. Pushing and shoving, crowding my mind. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Help me today to do everything that I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Help me today, show me the way one day